It's Julie here. On this video I'm going to be talking about some of the things you may have heard about hypnosis and whether they're true or false. So firstly, the first thing I'm going to address is you remain in complete control. I can't make you run around like a chicken, get your PIN number out of you, make you reveal deep dark secrets unless you really want to. I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. I can't make you forget everything that happened in the session. I can't burrow deep into your mind and get all these thoughts out without you even knowing. You have control. So if there's anything you didn't agree with, anything that went against your own principles, against your own belief system, you just wouldn't do it. Your mind would not let you do it. You remain in complete control. Now, the other side to that is, if you come to, say, quit smoking, and you come in because somebody else wants you to, and you feel under pressure to do it, but really deep down you don't want to, that's going to work against the session because I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. If you come because you want to stop eating chocolate, or you think you want to stop eating chocolate, but really it's your partner or your parent going, oh, you shouldn't eat so much chocolate, but really you want to keep eating the chocolate, there's nothing I can do that's going to make you stop eating the chocolate. You have to want to do this. You remain in control. Now, another thing people think is that it's just like being asleep. It's like, and you're in a trance, and it's like you're in a deep sleep, because when you see the stage shows and you go and they push your head and they go sleep and it looks like everybody's asleep, that isn't really what's happening. They put that suggestion in to make the person feel as though they're asleep, a specific way of doing that. In our sessions, there's no need for you to be asleep. Now, some people are very, very relaxed and they do drift off to sleep. Some people are extra alert and they can hear sounds more loudly than they would otherwise. So if a dog barks outside, or a fire engine goes round outside, or somebody knocks at the door, they'll hear it. Whereas they tend to think that they're going to be in some kind of trance, or just like being asleep where you're unaware of everything. The truth is you're usually hyper alert of everything. It's another interesting fact that you might know is that you can go to sleep while you're in hypnosis, but if you are already asleep, somebody can't come along and hypnotize you. And that's because your subconscious mind, that part of the mind that is there to keep you safe, is not going to allow that to happen. So you can you can sleep while you're in hypnosis, but nobody can come and trick you and put you into trance while you're asleep. It's just not possible. You can't get stuck in hypnosis. That's another common myth. Now, we've all heard stories of people that got stuck in it, and the hypnotist went off and did something and left this poor person stuck in a trance. No. Sometimes it's very tempting for the person that's being hypnotized to want to stay in that trance. They want to do it, and perhaps they secretly want the attention. Or perhaps there's just a belief system because somebody's told them beforehand, oh, you know, you can get stuck in there. And they believe it. So because they believe it, that part of their mind keeps them stuck in there until they get the instruction from the hypnotist or hypnotherapist to come out of it. It isn't true. Okay? They might believe that because somebody's told them, but actually you cannot get stuck in hypnosis. Even when I'm doing my client sessions on Zoom, if occasionally we lose the power or we lose the connection, they don't get stuck in it. It just isn't something that happens. I don't use a swinging watch or a flashing light, and I don't come up to you and click my fingers like that. Now, all of those things do work, but then usually not very comfortable in a therapy setting. So if you're in a therapy setting, it's much more comfortable just to listen to the sound of my voice. And usually I have a bit of music on in the background, depending on the client and what they've come for. And all you have to do is to concentrate and listen to the sound of my voice. And going back to what we said about being asleep, okay, it may feel as though you're asleep and you may drift off to sleep, but the amount of clients that have said to me, oh, I didn't know that I snored, because they could hear themselves snoring while they're in hypnosis. And also, if I ask you to do something like nod or tell me when you've done something, you will respond to my voice. And you wouldn't do that if you were just asleep like normal. Some people feel like their arms and legs are very heavy. Now, it is possible to move them. It's possible to open your eyes if you want to. But most people feel it's just more comfortable just to sit there all nice and warm and just feel really comfortable as they listen to the sound of my voice. But if you wanted to move, move. If you need to cough, cough. Don't sit there thinking, oh my God, I need to cough, but I better not because it might ruin the moment. It might bring me out of hypnosis. It might spoil things. It's not like that at all. Some people believe that they're going to feel like a kind of a zombie or in a fog of something like that. And it's not, the nearest I can tell you really is if you're a driver and you've done the same trip over and over and over again, and then one day you go on the same trip and you go past a set of traffic lights or a landmark and you think, oh, I don't remember going past that. But if somebody had run out in front of you or a car had stopped suddenly in front of you, you'd be able to stop. It's like you're in kind of an automatic pilot, almost like a daydream. And that's what hypnosis is like. So all your conscious, logical mind is kind of just put on the back burner just for a little while. And the imaginative part of your mind, your subconscious, that can take over just in the moment. Some people think that hypnosis is evil. The evil spirits are going to get into their mind, or that their particular god or their religion wouldn't like it. But like I said, it's only just feels like you're an automatic pilot or perhaps a daydream. Some people, I've had some clients who are religious who feel that hypnosis is like a prayer to them. It feels like a prayer. And maybe that would be right for you. Hypnosis is not evil. There is nothing evil about it. It's just a natural thing that occurs in the brain anyway when we're on automatic pilot. All I'm doing is helping you. Another myth is that you're going to be able to come along to the session or put your laptop on and just sit there and do absolutely nothing and I'm going to do all of the work. No, no, no. You have to do your part. So if you remember before I was talking about control, I always think it's a little bit like a pilot and a navigator. So you're the pilot, you're flying the plane, and I'm steering you, or I'm telling you go this way, go that way, or perhaps you're the person on the ground after perhaps I'm the person on the ground after the plane has landed, going this way. But if you decided you were going to go the way you wanted to go, there's not very much I could do about that because you're in charge of the plane and you're just going to flatten me. You remain in control. You're the one that decides what happens. I'm just pointing the way, this way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. You're the one that has to do some of the work. You might have homework to do in between sessions, and it's usually kind of mental exercises, things to get the brain into practice, some guided meditation, maybe some tapping, depending on what you've come to see me for. But I would expect you to do them. You can't just turn up and think, right, I'm going to close my eyes, have a nice relaxing time, and I'm not going to do anything else. You have to do your part. You are part of it. Between us, that's what makes you well again. That's what makes you feel better. To get rid of the emotional pain. It takes both of us. And I hope that's answered some of your questions about hypnosis, put some of the common myths to bed so that you can feel secure And just think about how you would like the hypnosis to help you in a therapy environment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on one of the other videos. Bye.